Labor Day is one of the best days for shopping, especially if you're looking for deep deals and discounts. But tariffs are changing the landscape a little bit. Joining us now is Trae Bodge, smart shopping expert at TrueTrade.com. And of course, welcome back to the National News Desk on Labor Day. And let's start with this, how these tariffs are affecting prices right now. You're an expert. What are you seeing?
Yeah, so great to be with you, Angela. This is a very tricky time, right? It's a little bit of a roller coaster, but what we are seeing right now, according to Goldman Sachs, is that consumers are bearing the brunt of about 22% of these tariff-related price hikes. And they are predicting that could get as high as 67% by October, which is when the administration has their reprieve to fight this new court order eliminating the tariffs. So what I would expect, and this is what I'm expecting as a shopper myself, is that prices are higher than usual. They will continue to raise up until October, and then who knows?
Who knows? What about, I always worry about shrinkflation because this happens to me, like you open a bag of chips and no chips in the bag in some cases. Should we also have our eyes out for that?
Yeah, so we've been seeing shrinkflation now for a few years, and so it's almost as if everything on the shelf is just smaller. And so that's unfortunate. There's nothing we can do about it as consumers. Of course, if we're at the grocery store, always buy the store brands because they're cheaper. Look at those unit prices to purchase the right items at the lower price, and then also buy in bulk when you can, because that's always going to be a cheaper unit price.
You know, some people are using Labor Day to kind of pick up on any last minute deals for, you know, the summer season or going back into back to school. What should we expect today if you're going to head out, and will they last past Labor Day?
Yeah, so some of the sales have been going on for several days now. Today is really kind of the sweet spot of it if you have time on your day off. But then we will see a couple of remaining sales going into the week. But today would be the day, in my opinion. What I'm expecting and what I'm seeing is that we're seeing discounts of as high as 60–70%. You know, appliances will be in the 40% off range. Mattresses, the same thing. But what I would say is this: you know, we're going to be seeing a lot of great sales, but it's really important to try to save a little bit more, especially because those MSRPs, those base prices, are a little bit higher. So what I would do is install a browser extension. You and I talk about this all the time. I have a new favorite called Shopback, which is offering very high cashback rates, as high as 20% today on, for example, at certain retailers. We also have Walmart at 10%, Home Depot at 10%. So that's a really good way to save a little bit more on top of these sales that we're seeing for Labor Day.
You know, I have to wonder how good the sales are going to be, because you mentioned tariffs and prices going up. So are we really getting sales? Or are we ahead of last year? I mean, what does this look like for real?
Yeah, so that's the magic question. So what I'm seeing is that the discount depth, you know, the 40, the 60, the discounts that we just talked about are comparable to recent years. However, those base prices in many cases are higher, especially on those imported items. So it's really important to look for ways to save as we're shopping. You know, maybe those emails that you're getting from your credit card carrier that you probably ignore, there might be exclusive discounts in those emails. So look there. Another way to create a sale on top of a sale is to use a site like Gift Card Granny. They have discounted gift cards that if you shop with them, you can save even more. They have a 10% at Lowe's right now. So if you're looking for an appliance, you buy that gift card, shop with it, and then you've saved extra on top of that Labor Day sale. Takes a little bit of work, everybody, but it's really important with these high prices right now.
You know, every time you come on, I always write down Gift Card Granny and always forget. Now listen, are there some items that you think we should wait on at this point?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. Not everything is going to be on sale today. You know, I would focus right now on mattresses, home appliances, furniture, summer clearance, but hold on electronics. I'm not seeing a lot of deals in that category. Toys are not deeply discounted right now, unless we're talking about outdoor toys for the pool, for example. Anything else will be more deeply discounted closer to holiday. Fall apparel, even though we're excited to get some new outfits for fall, it is not a good time to save deeply on those items. And so those are the categories that I would hold off on today.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Labor Day. Smart shopping expert Trae Bodge. And we also always put it up there. If people want to, you know, go to some of your social media sites or your website, there it is right there, so they can get their own smart shopping tips. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Angela.